Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to the third video, which I am going to talk about why it took so long to start the business. We could just call this video Nike's Just Do It, or where good old Arnold would put it, dot now, get to the chopper. I mean, when I come up with a business idea, not even this one, ones before in the past, and I've been coming up with business ideas, reading business related books for 5-10 years. And once those ideas even slowly start to crystallize the reality, all these doubts, all these excuses, like it's not gonna work out, you shouldn't do this, you should do this instead, you shouldn't do it until you got all your ducks in a row and sure you do it. And now after I've done it, I see that none of that is logic. It has nothing to do with logic. But at the time, in your head, in your emotional scared state, with your mind doing these mind tricks on you, they seem very logical. But now, if you take a step back, and I've actually done it, it just all stems and roots from fear. And it's hard. It takes time to get over try after try. But like I said, this is not the first time I had business ideas. I mean, I had many ideas. The list could go on. I had this combining all the chats where it's just an app. So your Facebook Messenger, your WhatsApp, and if you're Korean KakaoTalk or whatever you have would be in this one app, and one message would come as another, so you wouldn't have to go in one app to check this message and that message. I thought of this movie app for kids movies, Disney movies. A lot of Disney's movies are outdated now, and they have some touchy subjects that the newer parents don't want their kids to know about or whatever. So I would have this app that you could just search the movie and it would have more of a review, but not the review of the movie itself, but what kind of iffy subjects it has and what to watch out for, so you can just check the movie if you want your kid to see it or not. I had a few ideas for a book. I had even planned out and draw out some sketches for a yearly planner. I like using a planner, but I just couldn't find the perfect one. And I see certain aspects of certain planners that I want to put together and make the best one. With all the AI going on, even before like actually working with AI, I was thinking of putting out AI slop, just shedding all over the internet, and just amounts and massive amounts, and just put it out there. And I did none of that. And if you ask me how come you didn't do any of those and you started this business company with the AI, with the website and whatnot, and there honestly is no reason. All these other ideas, it just got to that line of being a real business and being an idea to an actual action and me registering the business. It just, when it got to that point, it just stopped and my tail went between my legs and I was just too scared, and I just couldn't see myself doing this. And again, my mind gave all these excuses and whatnot. And like after you do it, you see it was nothing. Do you know when I'm a much cleaner person now, and I like to have my room clean, but your car or your room lit, I'm sure in life you had moments where you just couldn't get yourself to clean it, and it's gotten dirtier and dirtier, and you left it, and at first it takes 15, 20, whatever minutes, and you just can't do it because you haven't been doing it to now. And if you do it now, like why didn't I do it before? And you can't do it. And now things are piling up, and either your room or your car, whatever the example is really dirty in your head. And it takes at least an hour or two. And I'm sure you had these moments in your life. I had many of them where I have no choice but to clean the place very quick, because girls' dates coming over, parents coming over, or you just have this reason that you want the place or the car to be clean real quick. And you clean it, and you're like, oh my God, that took 10 minutes. And same thing with dishes. Sometimes you're looking like, 5, 10, whatever, there's a lot there. You gotta scrub and you do it takes less than 3 minutes. And after you do it, it's like, this was what I was afraid of. This is what I didn't want to do, and I was avoiding and dreading. And after you do it, it's like, it was nothing. I could do 10 of these. After, not to waste my time away from my other business, but after I get this rolling, I should go back to those other ideas and do them all. And some of them are not actually open up businesses, like making the yearly planner is, you do it online and then give it a try. So you got to do it. You just got to do it. It's a lot of things. Les Brown is one of my favorite motivational speakers, and he always says that years and years that he just didn't do it, thinking like, I don't have an education, I don't have a university. I personally do, but Les Brown, he doesn't. And he says that he can see himself, and he regrets that he didn't start it earlier. And once he started doing, he did it so well, and blah blah blah. Like, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to do well and blow up, or is this just going to be a lesson learned for the future, and I'm going to, fall flat on my nose and lose money and whatnot. I hope not, but I don't know. So anyways, like I said, after you do it, you're not scared. Like, before I did it, I was so worried. What if I do this and I make money? If I don't make money? What if I lose money? That was just my mentality, and I was so scared. And now, like, in the matter of a few days after signing up, registering the business, my mindset has changed to like, what if I lose some money? What if I make no money? It's still a tax write-off. And it's an invaluable experience. And like I mentioned in the other videos, like, since I've just registered, that simple act of registering, I think my mindset had this like change, where I'll make a video on that a little bit later. Anyways, this video is for like why it took so long, why I didn't do it. And the actual answer is, I don't know. Like, I had all these doubts, and I just didn't do it. I did everything but doing it. I planned, I thought about that. I have sheets and sheets and notebooks of these ideas and how I would do it, how many people I would hire, and and I did everything but the execution. And I have a feeling, and now since I've done the execution of registering, I know I'm gonna do the whole thing with this one, and let's see how it goes. And I hope you guys enjoy the videos, and my rambling isn't too much going on a rant in different directions, or we're not. So anyways, again, thanks if you watched till the end, and feel free to leave any comments, any questions, any criticism. I'm good at taking it at the chin. I got a thick skin, so I can take jokes, I can take trolling, whatever. But thank you for watching.